Hey everyone, today we are at my work because I had to push my little project car from my shop that's about a block away to my work as I'm losing the use of that shop space. So it's going to sit here for a minute until I get into the new shop space. But I wanted to show you some updates. It got painted. Hope you can hear me okay. We're in cicada season here in this part of Arizona. So these little bugs get super loud. I've got the high pressure EFI pump and the fuel level sending unit in the tank. That is plumbed with a send and a return. The high side goes into the fuel rail back here. I still need to make a fuel line crossover for the front end. And the fuel pressure regulator is on the back side of the motor, on the outlet, with the return going back to the tank. Coming soon is all the wiring, electrical, fuel injection controller, wideband O2 sensor, the fuse block. I've got a fuse, I've got a relay block on order. 2 MSD digital DIS4s. Those are kind of like the MSD 6As, but there's 4 channels in each box instead of just 1. So 1 box for each bank. G-Tech Pro, which is going to be used as a GPS speedometer. We've got a wideband O2. Digital vacuum and boost gauge. That's a digital tach and another GPS speedometer. The small digital tachometer and GPS speedometer are redundancies. The G-Tech is going to be mounted up top with the 5-inch monster tach. I figured having a couple extra readings isn't going to hurt anything. So I'm thinking I'm going to hide this 4-spot of gauges underneath the dash on the steering arm. And then that way when they're turned off, they're kind of black and hidden, but I still get that vital information when it's turned on and running. I have been experimenting with headers on this thing. I've found that the Ford modular engines have a similar cylinder spacing to this 90s BMW. Particularly looking at the newer Ford Coyote 5.0 that has some pretty awesome 1 7/8 inch long tube headers on the market. And it would just take some minor modification to the flanges to bolt up to these heads. Yeah, I still gotta make the mounting for those headlights so they point forward. But the grill got chopped. It's got a new insert. Give myself a little bit of ground clearance. So I've got brakes to plumb, clutch to plumb, wiring and electrical, fuel injection controller, drive shaft, cooling system, some minor vacuum lines and hoses on the engine. I've got the intercooler system and electric pump left to do. Windshield, roll bar, steering column and wheel. I am actually thinking of using and modifying the steering wheel and column from this old Corvair. Kind of a classic looking wheel with a horn ring and turn signal switch built in. I think that could be kind of cool. So I think I've got about roughly 4 to 6 months left of work to do. And then of course the endless process of tuning and tweaking, and just like with all of my other vehicles, this is going to be a perpetual project. But hopefully have a running, driving, stopping, not overheating vehicle in 4 to 6 months. So definitely check back once I have the wiring harness in the vehicle. I'm going to tackle all of the little stuff to kind of get it fired up and running. Hopefully the next update video you'll hear this thing run. See ya!